Hey folks, happy end of January. This means that it is our last healthy, inspired videos when it comes to relationships and sex and all that kind of stuff. And I told you last week I would do a viewer-inspired or Q&A this week, right? Well, here's the thing. It's not one particular question I'm going to answer. It's a really common one. I get it one-on-one coaching people. I get it with events I organize. I get it with workshops I teach at. And it's the question of, I'm really interested in this subject or this event or this workshop or this topic, but I'm really scared. I'm really nervous. I don't know if I can indulge in this part of my sexuality. What should I do? You should go. You should go. That's it. That's all I have to say. You should bite the bullet. You should do what you need to do to make it okay for you to go. And I could tell you that it's not going to be that scary, and I could tell you that, your fears won't come true and your nerves are for nothing. But number one, I might actually be lying to you. It is that scary to go out on a limb and put yourself out there and engage with this side of your sexuality. And number two, you might have a bad experience, right? You might not like the material covered, or the people might be jerks to you, or oh, you might think you want this, but then you find out and you don't want this at all. Those are all super valid experiences. So I don't want to tell you that, oh, you're worried about nothing, this will all be fine, go out and do all the things you're curious about doing. It's not that. That's not why I say you should go out and do it. The reason I say that is because I'm a huge advocate of accepting and embracing all the different parts of our sexuality, including the stuff that we don't feel super comfortable with, including the stuff that we wish was easier or less messy or less difficult to explain to people, including the stuff we're afraid people are going to judge us for. I think we do a great disservice to ourselves when we make part of our sexuality a secret. And, whether or not that's how we love or who we love or how we like to have sex and how we like to do our relationships, like any of those things, I get really nervous when people start making parts of themselves a secret. And there's a couple different reasons for that. I'm not saying you have to go out and scream it from the rooftops that, like, I like having no strings attached sex with people I met on Craigslist and I'm happy about it. I'm not saying that. You don't have to run out and scream that, or you don't have to go tell everyone in your life that you're gay or you're queer. You don't have to make a huge deal out of this. But here's the problem with making things a secret. Number one, you're going to have trouble accessing resources, okay? So if this is anything that requires you finding people to talk to or finding books to read on the subject or getting any particular sort of training, if you're interested in rope bondage, you're going to want to know how to do that properly so you're not cutting off people's circulation, or you're not cutting off, what to do if the knots get stuck and you can't get them undone. This is stuff that there are classes out there for, and it's a good idea to go to these classes so you can learn how to do them properly without unnecessarily injuring yourself. Along those lines, if you ever find yourself in trouble, you have no one to turn to when your life's a secret, right? If this is your deep dark shame that you can't tell anyone, and you find yourself in a situation that is really messed up or abusive or unhealthy in any other way, by making it a secret, you're cutting yourself off from people who can potentially help you with this. And then there's just the little things. Who are you going to share this part of your life with? Who are you going to share these discoveries and these neat experiences and these cool experiences and these experiences you need to do a little bit of processing on? If you're making part of your life a secret, where is your outlet for that? See, there's so many little insidious ways that secrets can start taking over our lives, especially when it comes to our sexuality. And then one day, you hide one more thing, and then you hide one more thing, and then you can't talk about this, and you can't share your weekend, and you can't talk about the new person you're seeing. And suddenly you're hiding your entire life from people, and that is really, really hard to do. Number one, it's hard to keep straight. Number two, it's hard to connect to people when you're hiding so much of yourself. So there's my little spiel. It answers a whole bunch of your questions, I hope. Because really, honestly, if you're thinking about going out and getting involved in something related to sexuality so you can explore a new part of yourself, please do. One of the healthiest things we can do for ourselves is to, embrace all of our sexuality and be really honest with ourselves about it, even with no one else. So, that's everything. I don't think I said my name. I'm Heather Elizabeth, Sexuality Empowerment Coach. You can find more of my stuff at AuthenticSexualYou.com. And I'll talk to you in February. Bye.